Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK. So we're here today, live streaming for Reading v Swansea Championship game. Both teams obviously in need of the points. So it'd be interesting to see what happens, guys. If you're just joining us, please do hit your like button and drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you guys. Oh. So the game's kicked off, guys. Just a few seconds in. Oh, just whacked my elbow. So Reading on the attack, and we've already got a stoppage for a foul, guys. Just a minute in, and Reading on the attack, and sliding tackle for Swansea defender, and it results in a foul just outside the box. I don't know, about maybe 7-8 yards from the corner flag. Swansea with a shot. Sorry, Reading with a shot, and it's deflected away, but only as far as the halfway line. And now Swansea looking to break, looking to hit Reading on the counter attack, but stopped in the tracks by pressure from Reading defenders as they tried to break, and it's gone out for a throw in. So we got a free kick. Actually, I thought he'd gone out for a throw in there, guys. My apologies. The referee's obviously deemed that a foul, so he's given a free kick. Very close to the very close to the line. Cross comes in. I was taken quickly, that, guys. Headed away, but only, and it's actually now it's Reading on the attack with Swansea only having two men defending, but it's gone out on this near side, and Swansea managed to get players back, but Ince was on a bit of a break there if he'd have got the ball under control, but just couldn't quite gather it in his feet. And like I say, it kind of ricocheted off him and went out for a throw in. So Swansea in possession now on the halfway line. Ambitious pass, but Swansea managed to keep hold of it. Swansea keeping possession reasonably well here, guys. Reading have nicked it back on the halfway line and now looking to get up the field quick, and they're on the edge of the box already, and it's deflected out for a corner. We're just gonna share. Just gonna see if we can share the table, guys, so you can see where these two teams are at in the league. So both teams in the bottom half of the league of the table, guys. Not at the bottom, but in the bottom half. Um, see if I can share that with you guys so you can see it. There you go, guys. You can if you could just see Swansea and Reading right up against each other there. Swansea in 13th, Reading in 14th. Um, both played 24 games. Um, so you can see that a bit better. Both played 24 games, and always confuses Matt. That 24 games. So Swansea have won 8, drawn 9, and lost 7. And Reading have won 10, drawn 3, and lost 11. Um, Swansea on -2, and Reading on -7. Um, and both on 33 points. So that they're actually level on points. But you can see that they both teams have had a slightly different run of results, even though they're both on the same points. Obviously, Reading have drawn less but lost more, and Swansea have drawn more and lost less, slightly less, should I say. But they've also won slightly less and lost slightly less. So you can see why this is a tight game, guys. But I'll leave that up there for you so you can have a quick look if you can see it, guys. Um, If you're just joining us, please do hit that like button. Drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you guys. We've just got a throw in on this near side at the minute for Swansea. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Stevie Allen saying, hi guys. Who you think will win this one? That's a good question, mate. I think both teams are quite evenly matched. Don't have a particular preference, to be honest. I'm neutral in this, as I am with most games. But if you ask me to who I think will come out on top, I don't know. You would normally go with the home team. You'd normally go with a home team, thinking that they'd be stronger. But I think this is. I think Swansea are going to make a good account. Give a good account of themselves because the way they're playing so far in the early stages. Bear in mind, guys, we're only 8.5 minutes in, but they're definitely up for it. So I'd say for me, I think this one's got draw written all over it. I think there's a good chance it'll finish either 1-1, 2-2, something like that. I might be wrong. Obviously, only time will tell. But I would say 1-1 or 2-2 for this one. Just with it going off the league positions and the fact of how both teams have started the game. Like I say, Swansea with the home team, you'd think that they would sit back a bit more, and they are sitting back, guys. But obviously, they're also looking to get forward with what opportunities they get as well. So yeah, for me, Stevie, I would think that it's probably going to be a draw. And the reason I say that, like I say, Swansea look up for it, and plus, it's their both teams' first game back after proper league game back after the World Cup. So you would expect that that's going to make it a tight affair because both teams will want to be getting some points on the board with the restart of the season. So yeah, if you got a score prediction, Stevie, I'd love to hear it, or a prediction at least for who you think might win it. But yeah, for me, I think it's definitely it's one of them games that has definitely got draw written all over it. Nicola Cruciana. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, mate. I bet on a draw 1-1. That's a good shout, that mate. That's a very good shout. Like I said, I think that's a sensible bet, to be honest. Like I said, there's not much to choose between the two teams. Plus the first game back, um, the league positions and the way they've both started the game would definitely suggest that you're on the right lines there, Nicole. So yeah, thanks for that, mate. Appreciate you dropping in and sharing your thoughts. We got a corner coming in, guys. Cross comes in for Swansea, and it's gone straight past everybody and out on the far side for a goal kick. That's a bit of a sorry, guys. That's a bit of a disappointing effort, really, from the position. They had the free kick in. Stevie Allen, hi Nicole, good shout. Yeah, that's a good shout, like you say, mate. I think they just I think Nicole just dropped in to share the thoughts with us, but appreciated. So Swansea in possession now, guys. Uh, Midway inside their own half. 12 minutes gone, and it's still 0-0. Ball forward. Oh, just good thinking there, guys. Just Swansea moved the ball forward and then switched it out to this near wing, but there was too much on the pass, and it's gone straight out for a goal kick to Reading. It was a good idea that actually. It was really good bit of potentially good bit of play, but it just didn't come off. And like I say, it's there was just too much on the pass, too much pace on it, and it's gone out for a goal kick to Reading. So Reading restart the game, long ball forward into midfield, into the middle of the park, should I say. Reading pick up the ball and now out on the far wing. But Swansea have nicked it back, and now it's out for a throw in. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button and drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you guys. We are a real fan channel that wants to involve fans, but we can only do that if you guys make the effort to get involved. Swansea in possession now, midway inside their own half. You're just seeing that Swansea just slowing the pace of the game down a little bit here at the minute, guys. Probably just wanting to keep a bit of possession and maybe try and take the sting out of the tail of the home team a little bit. But they've just slipped with a cross field pass, but Reading managed to get it and almost get it under control, but not quick enough. And Swansea have nicked it back, and now they switch the play to the centre of the park, looking to move forward. Swansea with a long ball forward, and the goalkeeper's come out to head it away, and it's gone out for a throw in on the far side. Swansea back on the ball on the halfway line. This is kind of the opposite the way this game's going at the minute, guys. It'd kind of be it's Reading that doing a bit more sitting back and Swansea looking more confident in possession. Which is kind of what the opposite of what you would expect. Obviously, with Reading being the home team, you would expect them to be a bit more confident on the ball at home, and maybe Swansea sitting back. But no, it's working out the other way around at the minute, guys. But we are only 16 minutes in. But yeah, I just thought I'd point that out because it's a bit unusual to see the away team dominate possession so early on in a game, especially at this level, if you get my meaning. Might see it in the Premier League, but most other divisions, it's normally the whole team that dominate possession a lot of the time. Reading have just nicked the ball back and managed to get up the field a bit, but lost it again. Kind of this. It's like this game's already worked out its flow at the minute, so hopefully it becomes a bit more end to end as we progress. But so far, Swansea looking the stronger of the two teams at the minute for possession, at least anyway. It's just a bit unusual, to be honest, in the Championship to see a home team come in dominating so early on in possession. But like I say, Reading might find a way, might find themselves having a bit more possession as the game progresses. We got a stoppage, I think. Yeah, just a foul. It's somewhat of nothing, guys, but two players just coming together for a foul, and I think the referees deemed it as a bit of a push from the Reading player, so we got a Swansea free kick. But to me, it was a 50-50 that both players entitled to go for it. The goalkeeper saved it, guys. Just Caden Brown, how's it going, mate? Great to see you in the chat. Always pleasure to see new people in the chat. Sorry, I'll come back to your comment in a minute. Reading have managed to get forward. And the shot on goal is with a header, but it's directed straight at the keeper, who managed to gather the ball. And but that's I would say that's Reading's first real opportunity on goal. Long ball up the field. Player managed to get in behind the Swansea defence. Crossed it in, and a Reading forward managing to get a head on it, but the header directed straight at the keeper, and the keeper able to gather it with not too much fuss. Caden Brown, how's it going, mate? You think Ryan Menning will have at least one shot on target? I bet on him lower than one. I bet on him lower than one. Sorry, I don't understand that, mate. What do you mean? I bet on him lower than one. Well, thanks, Caden. I appreciate you dropping in, and getting involved in the chat, mate. Appreciate it. I'm not sure I'm following your comment correctly, though. I think you mean I bet on him getting one. Is that what you're meaning? I'm not sure if that's what you're meaning, mate. But if you could clarify, if you're still there, that'd be great. So Swansea actually have an 80. So it's been told from the stats early on. Swansea have an 83% of the possession. Obviously, we're only just coming up to 20 minutes in, but that says a lot. That Swansea having quite a large portion of the possession early on. 83%. That's quite a high stats early on. But like I say, I'm sure that we'll see Reading have some more possession, as the game wears on. But early on, definitely Swansea dominating possession. They're looking so comfortable on the ball compared to Reading. Reading struggling. And if it carries on like this, guys, you might see that you might see that Swansea just wear out Reading with we're having them chase the ball. Um, so yeah, I don't know if it will turn out that way, but just like I say, it's strange to see the away team coming and taking control of possession so much so early in the game. You normally expect a game like this be end to end. Just seeing a picture of Andy Carroll. I've not seen him for a while. But boy, is he actually? He's aged quite a bit now, hasn't he? He's not. He's no longer a young lad. A long distant memory from the player he used to be, but he's still playing and he's still doing a job for his team. So yeah, um, great to see him still active and fit as well, because that was one of his biggest issues when he was playing in the Premier League, fitness. So yeah, it's good to see him playing. But yeah, it's quite a shock to see how much he's aged since I last saw him. Um, it's Caden Brown. He's saying I bet on him not getting one. Ah, right, I'm with you. Sorry, mate. My bad. Sorry, your first message was just a little bit difficult to understand. When you put bet on him lower than one. I appreciate you clearing that up, mate. I get what you mean now. But yeah, that's fair enough, mate. There's a lot of people been putting bets on over Christmas. I've noticed that, which is obviously probably because of the accumulators and all that kind of stuff. I know there's a lot of you guys that like to put a little bit of a have a little bit of a flutter on these accumulators. Um, I believe you have to get all the results coming in a certain order or something like that. I've never actually done it myself, to be fair, guys, but I know some family and friends that have done it, and they seem to like it. So yeah, bit different, but yeah, if you guys have put a little bit of a flutter on, hopefully you get something back off it, and results go the way you need them to. Um, so yeah, Caden, thanks for that, mate. I appreciate you. Uh, appreciate you correcting me with that and letting me know what you mean. So Swansea pass the ball forward, but Reading pick up the possession on the halfway line. But Luton have nicked it back and now looking to break. But a quick tackle has pushed them back. And now the referee gives a free kick taken quickly. Ball forward onto the edge of the D. And shot comes in from Swansea. Goalkeeper just getting down to it. But Swansea still in possession, and another shot, and it's gone wide of the post. That developed really quickly then, guys. It ended up with a little bit of tussle on the halfway line, but the referee let them take the free kick so quickly that Reading just didn't have time to adjust, and it resulted in two opportunities on goal. The first one directly at the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper did well to get down to that because it come at him at pace, and the second shot just wide. But yeah, that was a good bit of play there from Swansea, and Reading getting a little bit lucky there, because like I said, unusual the referee to take normally to allow that free kick to be taken so quickly in that kind of situation. But I suppose it's good to see that the referee's trying to let the game flow. Now Swansea on the defence down the far side, and Reading managing to keep the pressure on, and it's gone out for a throw-in on the far side for Reading. Stevie Allen is saying, hope you don't lose, Caden. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Great. Thanks for that, Stevie. Obviously, you guys have got a bet on. It'd be great to see you have a bit of festive cheer and maybe get a little bit of a victory with the betting companies. We're just having a bit of a melee in a box at the minute, guys. The referee's just obviously dishing out some orders and instructions. Pumpy World, how's it going, mate? Great to see you. Not seen you for a while. Good to see you, mate. Hi, guys. Finally get to catch up to you here in your live. Yeah, no worries, mate. Obviously, I know it's not easy for you to get on sometimes with the time difference. Obviously, you being over there in America, so I know it's not always easy for you to catch, obviously, the live streams that I do. But yeah, it's great to see you, mate. Hopefully, you're feeling better. I know you last time we spoke, you'd recently had an operation, so hopefully you're on the mend and recovering well from that. The corner has just come in, guys, but it's deflected away and it's gone onto this near side, and now we've got an issue with a tackle, which the referee is just currently sorting out, and obviously he's going to. I'm presuming he's going to dish out a card here to somebody. Yeah, he's dished out a yellow card to one of the Swansea. Ollie Cooper has been given a yellow card for Swansea. So yeah, another opportunity here for Reading, and it's just halfway between the line for the box and the edge of the pitch. If you kind of get my drift, on the far side, so it's not directly at goal; it's coming in on an angle. Cross comes in, and it's shot in. It's deflected, and it's Andy Carroll that has scored for Reading off the rebound. It was deflected out, and it went straight to Andy Carroll, and he's managed to slot it straight into the back of the net. Again, kind of against the run of play that as well, guys. Obviously, like I say, it was Swansea having the majority of the possession early on, but I suppose that's just another perfect example that possession doesn't mean nothing in a game if you don't make that possession count. So yeah, Reading take the early lead on. Well, say early. We're actually already half an hour in, almost 27 minutes gone, guys, and Reading take the lead. Sorry about that, Pompey World. Sorry, mate. Just trying to keep up with what's going on with the game as well. Yeah, like I say, mate. Obviously, like I say, hopefully everything with you is good. I know that you was on. I know you was spending a bit of time recovering after your operation. So hopefully you're well and truly on the mend now, mate. Have you been playing much football? Because I know that you also like to get playing football. I'll be catching up with you soon on social media anyway to let you know what's going on. If you've got some time available, I will definitely. I've been speaking to some of the other fans on social media, let them know future plans. But obviously, I've not seen you active much recently, mate. So I've not had a chance to speak to you. And plus, I knew that you was quite busy last time I spoke to you. So I thought I'd just leave it till I saw you and catch up with you then. So yeah, hopefully I'll catch up with you over the Christmas period and let you know what's going on. Pompey World saying we'll be back to my lives and post videos later on future. Just been busy with fam and other things, and yes, I'm still recovering, but good to be here on the live chat. Yeah, thanks, mate. Really appreciate you dropping in. I've been doing that much live streaming recently. Obviously, some of the chats have been active, some of the chats have been quiet, but some couple of fans that have been coming in regular, like Joey and Aaron, who've been giving quite regular support, which has been really appreciated because obviously just trying to keep the consistency going so more fans can find out about the project. But yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you involved, mate, and very glad to see you at least here that you're on the mend to some degree. Obviously, when you've had a major operation, will take a little bit of time to recover, so just be patient with it. But hopefully, you are well and truly on the mend. And yeah, like I say, mate, understandably catching up with some family, and like I say, as far as obviously how active you are and stuff like that, we can obviously catch up as when you've got chance, when you've got a bit of time, we'll catch up and maybe have a private voice call or something to catch up. We got a penalty award. We had a corner there coming in for Reading, and the corner came in, and within seconds of the corner coming in, the referee has blown his whistle, so he's seen something in the box, and he's decided to give it as a penalty. Oh, it's a foul on Andy Carroll. I think one of Andy Carroll's tried to run into the box, and literally he's been it's kind of a half bear hug from one of the Swansea players. He's just wrapped his arm around him, pulled him down, right, pretty much in front of the referee. The referee's seen it and blown the whistle straight away for a penalty. So from Swansea looking like the team that might take the control of this game with the early possession they had, we're now potentially looking at Reading taking a 2-0 lead in this first half. So we'll have to see how this penalty goes. But yeah, a bit stupid to pull down a player like Andy Carroll right under the nose of the referee. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do it that like button, drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you guys. Penalty about to be taken. Oh, and what? He's blasted it high and wide. What was he thinking? That was really poor for a penalty. Meteor, the player for Reading. I'm not very familiar with him, to be honest. Meteor, he's called, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Not a player I'm very familiar with, to be honest, like I say. But he's blasted it high and wide. It's miles away. He's not even slightly got it on target. So I don't know what he was thinking there, guys. A bit of a poor effort. The way he took that looked like he hadn't even had any practice with penalties, to be honest. Unless he just got what's the word? Unless he just kind of got a bit too excited with the opportunity. I'm not sure. So. But yeah, like I say, wasted opportunity there for Reading with the penalty. So the ball is out on this near side for Reading for a throw-in. And it's midway inside the Reading half of the pitch. But yeah, good to hear Pompey Road. And like I say, mate, a pleasure to see you again. And like I say, hopefully catch up with you and you can tell me a little bit more about your recovery and your plans for your channel. Hopefully I catch up with you on social media to talk about that a bit more with you. But yeah, it's good to see you, mate. How have you been enjoying the football while you've been recovering? And what's your thoughts on the dip in Portsmouth form? Because obviously, it's last time I spoke to you, they were doing quite well. But they've had a pretty poor run of results recently, and they've been really struggling to get any kind of good results on the board. So the ball's gone out again on this near side for another throw-in. This time to Swansea, and it's just about 10 yards from the corner flag. So throw-in taken. Cross comes in. Cleared by Reading, but only just outside their box. Picked up again by Swansea. Swansea now back on possession and on the edge of the box. But Reading managed to get a tackle in and clear it. But it's only cleared as far as the halfway line, and Swansea pick it up again. Pompey World, no playing football at the moment, but maybe later in the future need to take it easy. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. That's fair enough. I was only asking because I know you're quite passionate about actually playing, because I know you told me you're involved in a local team over there in the US. So yeah, like I say, mate, I knew from talking to you previously, you were quite passionate about playing with your local team or whatever involvement it is you've got with the local team. So I just thought I'd mention it, mate. But yeah, absolutely. Concentrate on your recovery. That's the most important thing. The sooner you recover, the sooner you can get back to doing the things you enjoy, mate. So like I say, hopefully you're well on the way to your a speedy recovery, and let's hope you're firing back on all cylinders in not too distant future, mate. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Swansea in possession on the halfway line. Ball forward, long ball forward, but headed back by Reading. But Swansea pick up the pieces midway inside Reading's half, but lost it again. And now Reading have picked it up and looking to get on the break. but as they did, it's gone deflected out for a throw in. Um, but yeah, Pompey World, great to see you, mate. And like I say, let us know if you're still there. Let us know your thoughts on how Portsmouth have been getting on since last spoke to you. Joey saying, "Hi guys, what's the score? How's it going, Joey? Great to see you, mate. Always a pleasure. Really appreciate your amazing support. Score is currently Reading 1, Swansea nil. Reading could have had it 2-0. It's kind of gone away of the run of play at the minute. Swansea have been having a lot more possession in the first 20 minutes, and they look like the most dominant team of the two. But then Reading caught them out on the break and managed to score a corner. Managed to score from a corner with an Andy Carroll header. Then Reading, not too long after that, also had another penalty opportunity. Had a penalty opportunity, but they kind of wasted that. The player that took it skied it. But so Reading could have been 2-0 up, but it is actually 1-0 to Reading. And like I say, in the early stages, it was Swansea that were looking the more dominant of the two teams. But that goal has changed the dynamics of the game slightly. Reading looking a bit more confident on the ball now when they do have possession, but Swansea still looking the slightly stronger in possession, but not able to make it count because when they do get forward, Reading are packing the box with their defence and midfield with a large percentage of their team getting back to defend. Making life really difficult for Swansea. So if Swansea are going to get something out of this, they're going to have to do it the hard way. With backs, basically, it's going to be where they have to break Reading down to find an opportunity. It looked like Reading, to be honest, from early analysis, it looked like Reading might have got their tactics wrong, but the way it's worked out and them taking the lead, it's looked like they've actually now it's looking very clever with their tactics. And the reason I say that, guys, is because as you know, most of the time you'd expect the home team to be on the front foot and having large portions of possession, attacking well. But it's actually the other way around in respect of it. Swansea having the majority of the possession, and Reading are prepared to sit back and soak up the pressure, and then hit Swansea on the counter attack. So maybe that's a tactical plan from Reading. Like I say, it's just slightly unusual with them being the home team because, like I say, you would normally expect their home team to be the team in the team in the ascendancy with the possession and pressure. But it's not worked out that way so far. But still plenty of time for this game to go either way because, like I say, only one goal in it so far. Swansea in possession now on the far side. Crossed in, but headed away from Reading, but only up to the halfway line. And Swansea pick up possession again. Passed forward. But as soon as this is the problem that Swansea are going to face now, I think, for the rest of the game, guys. They're trying to look for this gaps or look for the 1-2s to create opportunities, to create space, and obviously get forward. But Reading have got that many men back. They're playing a real defensive-minded game. Reading, like I said, they're getting plenty of men back. As soon as Swansea look to move forward up the pitch, Reading are closing the spaces really well, leaving very little room for Swansea to find gaps. So when Swansea do try and get forward, they're literally being pounced on very quickly to close the space so that Swansea basically unable to get any opportunity. We've just had a free kick, but it's gone way over. Some of these players need to practice their long balls. I don't know whether the weather's having a slight effect on it, but Joe Allen's just took a free kick in a good position for Swansea, but he's wasted it. He's just took it. It's gone right over all the players in the box and straight out for a goal kick. So a really poor effort, and especially from a player like Joe Allen, you'd expect a bit better quality of a pass from a player like that. So yeah, I probably went the wrong way around about that, mate. But hopefully that gives you a bit of an update there, Joey, on how the game's playing. And now Reading in possession on the far side. Cross comes in. Andy Carroll picked it up or tried to pick it up, but he's lost it to the Swansea defence. And now Swansea in possession midway inside their own half, looking for space to move forward. So Swansea just passing it about at in their back line, um, just inside their own half, but being pressed now by Reading a lot more than they were in the early stages. So I think Reading are definitely growing in belief with the way they're playing. They're pressing higher up the pitch now than they were in the early stages of the game. So we could like I say, it's quite surprising how this game's gone tactically. It's a bit against how I would have expected it to go. But like I said, don't watched. I've not watched a lot of Reading, to be fair. I've watched a bit of Swansea recently, but not a lot of Reading. So um, slightly different to what I expected how the game would play out. So long ball forward for Swansea and picked up by Reading. But now they lose it out on that far side, and Swansea back in possession midway inside the Reading half of the pitch. Ball out to the far side, and a cross comes in, and it fired right across the face of the goal. Two on-running Swansea players, but neither of them able to capitalise on that opportunity, and it's been cleared right up the field, and it's gone out on the far side for a throw-in just before the halfway line. But that was a great opportunity for Swansea. The cross came in and right across the back line for Reading. Perfect opportunity for Swansea attacking players to run onto it, but they just couldn't quite reach it as it came flying past that back line of Reading's defence. And like I said, two Swansea players running onto it, but neither of them able to get a foot on it to slot it home. And so another opportunity gone begging for Swansea. Now Swansea with a drop ball from the referee on the halfway line. They're just, like I say, they're finding life quite difficult at the minute because Reading really packing that defence. Ball forward for Swansea down the far side, but defended well by Reading, and now they pick it up and clear it up to the halfway line, but it's now picked up again by Swansea, and Swansea looking to move forward again, and long ball forward, trying to exploit the space as Reading tried to push up, but it's gone out for another throw. And we're having a lot of throw-ins in this game, guys. Pompey World is saying, in terms of Portsmouth, the owners aren't aiming for promotion this season, and maybe for the following, which the owner wants to stay in League One and jump to Championship in the owners. Sorry, hang on a minute. One, stay in League One and jump to Championship when the owners are ready. Right. Well, yeah, that I know. I've been obviously I've been speaking to some other Pompey fans. I've actually spoke to Dylan as well. Has been telling me what's been going on with the club. Like I've said, I intend to at some point in the future try and highlight what's going on at Portsmouth. But to do that, I need the Portsmouth fans to try and at least get a small percentage, just a little percentage of a few Portsmouth fans willing to come on the channel and talk about it, so that we can highlight it. Going to make a lot better highlight of the issues at Portsmouth if we can get a Portsmouth fan to actually come on and tell us more details. Obviously, I can do the research, but fans don't want to hear me just droning on about issues at other clubs. Fans want to hear fans of that club talking about the issues. So yeah. So yeah, like I say, I do want to highlight that at some point in the future, mate. What's been going on, because I know it's a disgrace what the owners are doing at Portsmouth. But I can only, like I say, I want to in the future. I want to tackle these kind of issues. What fans are frustrated with. I want to ring up clubs and get their reaction to things that fans complain about, and put pressure on them to give answers, and put pressure on them to be accountable to their own fans. But I can only do that kind of thing once we actually grow the fandom community and get fans getting behind the project. Believe me, guys, I've got the mouth to speak up for you guys, but I need you guys supporting the project for me to be in the position to speak up for you and challenge the football people that don't appreciate the passion that fans show to their club. So, like I say, you'll see more of that in the future once we get the project further along. But I'm just giving you a heads up. If you're frustrated with clubs, your club, or things going on in football, believe you me, I am the kind of person that will actually get on the phone, go to see these people, and challenge them face to face, because I'm not afraid of opening my mouth, as you will know as you get to know me. But I would do it with respect, and I would do it properly and correctly. But I can only get results with that if we have fan support, because then with fan support, clubs can't ignore what I'm saying to them. And that's why it's not much point at the minute me doing that, because clubs would just ignore me because they know that I'm just a small voice in a big room, so to speak. But the more that we get fans coming together in the Fandom project and create the fan community that I hope we can do, then the more fan clubs and football authorities won't be able to ignore me when I ring them up, or go to see them, or whatever it is, to get answers for you guys. And that's the future ambitions of the Fandom project. That's the long-term ambitions. But like I say, I really want to do that kind of stuff for you guys. But to do that kind of stuff, need you guys to support the project. So yeah. But hopefully, Pompey World, hopefully, mate, we get some answers at some point in the future, because what is going on at Portsmouth is an absolute disgrace. And the EFL doing nothing is even more of a disgrace, because they're just ignoring it. But we've seen that the EFL do that on many occasions. They'll ignore problems at a club until they can't ignore it, until the club's almost bankrupt and they can't ignore it. And that's an absolute disgrace, because the EFL and the FA have the power to change what owners are coming into football, and they're doing nothing to change it. Doing nothing, absolutely nothing. And I don't think we'll see change until one of the big clubs get in all kinds of trouble, and maybe that'll be a wake-up call for the EFL. Even though they've had plenty of wake-up calls, they just tend to ignore them, don't they? So we've got. Sorry, guys, I'm a bit sniffly today. It's this temperature up and down at the minute. So Swansea in possession, long ball forward from Joe Allen, but I think the referee's blown for an offside. If you're just joining us, guys, it's currently Reading 1, Swansea 0. Kind of against the run of play. Swansea have looked the most dominant of the two teams in possession, but it's Reading that have seemed to have got their tactics spot on, soaking up the pressure and looking to hit Swansea on the counter-attack. Which you obviously, as I said earlier, would kind of expect that kind of tactics the opposite way around, with Reading being a home team. But that's the way it's gone so far, guys. But like I say, if you are just joining us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you guys. So there goes the halftime whistle. Just not a lot to separate the two teams. The difference is that Andy Carroll header, which has given Reading the lead, and that came against the run of play. But that's how it's gone so far in the first half. Reading in a comfortable position, probably buzzing with their tactics so far, and maybe Swansea scratching their heads how they're coming off the pitch 1-0 behind with all the possession that they've had. But like we say many a times in the game, guys, it's fine having that possession, but it's not much good to you if you don't make that possession count. And that's the situation Swansea find themselves in that first half. Amounts of possession, but they've just not made it count. And part of that is through the clever tactics of Reading, making things tight at the back and making life really difficult for Swansea. So yeah, thanks for that, Pompey World. Like I said, I do understand your frustration. I've spoke to a few Portsmouth fans about that, so I know there's a lot of Pompey fans frustrated with what's going on down there on the south coast. But hopefully there'll be opportunity to speak about that more in the not too distant future. But thanks for that, mate. Joey's saying, cheers, mate. Just down at. All right, down at fam, watching Home Alone for the 10th millionth time. Laugh out loud. I think we all do, mate. No, not wrong with that. It's a classic, isn't it? It's a classic. I'll tell you a little story about it. My nephew told me that his little lad was been watching it, and he absolutely loves it. And he's only 3-year-old, but he absolutely apparently loves the program, loves the film. So they've been playing it over and over again. To obviously keep the little one happy. So yeah, just I think quite a few people have a Home Alone overdose at Christmas, if that's what you want to call it. But yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the time with your family, though, mate, and really appreciate you taking the time to come and drop in the chat and get a little bit involved. Really, really appreciated, mate. Especially if you're out seeing family. Which is what I'm sure a lot of you guys are doing at the minute with this special time of year. Great for catching up with relatives and close friends and family and that. But yeah, thanks a lot, Joey. Great to hear from you, mate, and hopefully you are having a good time with the relatives. And I'm obviously you being a Liverpool fan, I'm hoping that none of them are United fans. Hoping none of your relatives are United fans, because that wouldn't make for much festive fun, would it? But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Top man. So, guys, if you're just joining us, please do drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. Obviously, cheers, darling. Sorry, guys, just catching up where we're up to. This melon that we use is not the greatest for the messages. It's pretty good for everything else, but it makes the messages quite difficult. So apologies if I sometimes pause looking for where I'm up to. But it's the best one to use for us at the moment. But we will be testing others in the future. Pompey World is saying Pompey owner are focused in. Renovations and buying more land for the football club, so it's more the structure than promotion as for now. Right, well, I hadn't actually heard that, mate, to be honest. A lot of the Portsmouth fans I'd spoke to. That's weird, isn't it? So I'm just trying some of these different camera angles for you guys. That's weird, isn't it? I think that's the best one. Yeah, like I say, most of the Portsmouth fans I've spoke to that have told me about what the obviously the disharmony down there on the south coast have just told me that the owners give an impression they don't want to know. So I didn't know, I wasn't aware that the owners had been buying land and obviously investing in infrastructure. So that at least that shows that at least the owner's got some ambition with the club if he is spending money. On the infrastructure. But yeah, I know obviously the summer transfer window for you guys wasn't the greatest. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are covering the Reading v Swansea game. But obviously we are also very much a fan community project. So you guys are also welcome to come in the chat and talk about your club as well. We are trying to focus as much as possible on the Reading Swansea game, but like I say, you guys are always welcome to come and get involved in the chat and talk a bit about your club as well if you wish, because that is obviously, well, I think it might be the best way forward to create the fan community, but obviously it needs a little bit of embrace from you guys to be understanding that other fans coming in the chat might not necessarily want to talk about the game that we're streaming about. But yeah, like I say, appreciate that, Pompey World. That's good information, that mate, because a lot of the people, a lot of the fans I've spoke to, have been given the impression that the owner's just not interested in the football club at all. So I wasn't aware that the owner was actually spending money on the infrastructure at the club, which is good to hear because at least that's an indication that he does have future plans for the club, or that he's at least investing in the future of the club. So yeah, I'll have to, like I say, we do need to. I'd do some more research. Hopefully, I'll try and arrange something in the future for Portsmouth, but it's a bit difficult at the minute because my main focus is to keep live streaming matches and try and encourage some fans to start coming on the channel. But unfortunately, that's proving difficult because a lot of you guys seem to be very camera shy, which is quite strange. If you're passionate about your club, I don't see why the camera should be the issue. If you really want to, come on and express your opinion about your football club, or your football happiness, football disapprovals, whatever it is. Choosing music, Swansea. Right, thank you, choosing music. Great to see you in the chat, mate. Apologies if you've already left. But yeah, I'll take it from that. You are a Swansea fan, mate. But thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Appreciated. Always great to see new faces coming, getting involved. Swansea are actually I've been possession wise have been the better of the two teams so far, but they just like I say failed to make that possession count enough, and like I say they've been caught out a little bit. They've been caught out a little bit by Reading hitting them on the counter attack basically. So yeah, chosen music. Sorry guys. Yeah, sorry, chosen music. I'm like I said, I presume from that, mate. I'm presuming you are a Swansea fan. That's why you've randomly put Swansea, mate. But like I say, it's been an interesting game. If you're just joining us, it has been an interesting game. The tactics have gone the way, kind of the opposite of what I was expecting. As I said earlier, Swansea dominating the majority of the possession, but they're not having it all their own way, and they're actually finding it quite difficult because Reading, who you would normally expect to be the more dominant in possession, i.e., because they're the home team, have shown that they're not bothered about the possession. They're prepared to pack out the midfield. Maybe I'm presuming this is some kind of tactics based on research. Obviously, with the World Cup break. Both teams have had plenty of time to analyse each other in preparation for this fixture. So yeah, the way it's Reading's played it so far has been quite a little bit of a tactical masterclass, if you like. In the early stages, the first 20 minutes, they looked nervous. They were under pressure, and they looked like it was only a matter of time before they conceded. With Swansea having majority of the possession. But as the game went on, Swansea got caught out with a corner, and it was Andy Carroll that headed the ball home. And then since then, Reading have grown into the game. They've still still allowed Swansea to have to have large amounts of the possession, but they've grown in confidence, pressing higher, reducing Swansea's opportunity to put them under pressure. When Swansea have tried to move forward, Reading have pressed, closed the spaces really well, and just like I say, Reading have just improved as the game have gone on. But the tactics they're using are not what you would expect from a home team. You would expect the tactics they're using to be used more by the away team. But as we go into the second half, it's still all to play for with only one goal difference between the two teams. But like I say, it's kind of the tactics are the opposite of what you would expect. It's Reading prepared to allow Swansea to have large portions of possession, and they're prepared to sit back, soak up the pressure, and look to hit Swansea on the counter attack. And that's the way they've played it. And it's worked really well for Reading in that first half. So I don't expect them to change their tactics very much in the second half, other than maybe trying to press a little bit higher to push or pressure Swansea to make more mistakes to give Reading a better opportunity to get another opportunity on goal, maybe from open play. So there you go, guys. It's just a quick overview of how the first half has gone. And if you haven't been watching it, Pompey World is saying Bolton vs Portsmouth, two matches in a row for next month. 10th of January, pizza trophy. You mean the Papa John's trophy? Pizza trophy. I like that, Pompey World. The pizza trophy. That's a new one on me. The Papa John's trophy, mate. It's called the Papa John's trophy, not the pizza. The pizza trophy. In actual fact, its actual official name is the EFL trophy. A lot of people. I was saying this to one of fans the other day, calling the Carabao Cup the Carabao Cup. It's not actually the Carabao Cup. The Carabao Cup is the sponsorship name. The actual tournament is called the League Cup. But the pizza trophy, as you're calling it, mate, and I do like that, is actually called the EFL trophy. So you have the EFL trophy, the EFL Cup, and you have the FA Cup. They're the three cup competitions in the UK, or the three major cup competitions in the UK. So yeah, like I say, a lot of fans do get stuck on these sponsorship names. I think it's younger fans that have, but as you get older, you realise that the sponsorship changes hands every few years. So the name of the competition can change to a new sponsorship. So for me, I always stick with the original name of what it's called because it's just simpler, you know. And I'm not in the mood to promote all these stupid corporate companies that decide to come along and tag on to football just for the extra promotion it gives them. So yeah, well, but I do like your reference to it, mate. The pizza trophy, it's a good one. That. Yeah. And 4 days after league match, yeah, because there was a league fixture, wasn't it, cancelled earlier in the season. So yeah, we got going to see quite a bit of each other. 2 back-to-back games, obviously, and then another game later in the season where we've got to play each other again in the league at Bolton. So we're going to have a quick turnaround with that. I think we got a home game against you for the pizza trophy, as you call it, mate. And then we travel to your place, I think, for the league game that should have been played earlier in the season. And then obviously a bit later on, you guys come back up to our place for the second league fixture. So yeah, that's it. But like I say, mate, I do like that. It's brought a smile to my face. The pizza trophy. I've never heard anybody call it that before, but that's quite unique, that, mate. You might have started a new fashion name there for the EFL trophy. Quality. That's quality, mate. Pompey World saying, yes, guys, I know it's the EFL trophy. Laugh out loud. I just give it a name as the pizza trophy because of the Papa John. Yeah, not wrong with that, mate. You brought a smile to my face. I like the inventiveness of that. And like I say, you start saying that a bit more on social media, you might start to start a new trend. That could be the adopted name for it. Fans might start calling it the pizza trophy. We could start watching the pizza trophy with a pizza. But yeah, that's quality. I like that, mate. I like that. The game has restarted, guys, and it's Reading in possession on the far side, looking to get forward, but it's deflected out for a throw in just on the edge or just within line of the goal box for Swansea. So Reading now in possession, trying to keep the ball in on that far side, but keeping the ball in has actually lost on possession, and Swansea pick it up and now looking to get up the other end of the field and using the far wing to do that. They've advanced quite far forward already, and they're on the edge of the Reading box. Cross comes in, but it's gone out, and I'm not actually sure if it's gone out for a goal kick or a corner. I'm just waiting to see the replay because as the player crossed it in, he was under pressure from the goalkeeper and the defender. No, sorry, it wasn't the defender, goalkeeper that put him under pressure. So yeah, I think we got a corner here, guys. Like I say, just because what happened was away from the camera angle, just couldn't quite see whether there was a deflection on that then. And we're now having the referee giving yet another warning in the box. We've seen this now a couple of times in this game. Referee warning the players as they come together in the box for the corner. We're seeing some real authoritarianism coming from the FA recently, aren't we, guys? So corner taken short for Swansea. Bit of a wasted opportunity because now Reading have managed to clear it, and it's up the other end of the pitch, and with the Reading goal, with the Swansea goalkeeper. But yeah, that was a wasted corner there for Swansea. They could have made better of that. Pompey World laughing faces. Got to give humour in football. Absolutely, mate. Well said. Yeah, obviously, definitely love a bit of humour in football. You got to, especially at this time of year as well, mate. It's Christmas period, and I know it sometimes feels like it's a lot of fuss for nothing, and it's gone before you know it. But for me, Christmas isn't just that one day. You try to make the best of the Christmas week between Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So yeah, but yeah, absolutely, mate. Definitely, always room for a bit of humour. Um, so another opportunity there for Reading. For Swansea, Swansea heading it for long ball forward, headed on, but the misdirection from Pirro, and it's gone wide of the goalpost. If you're just joining us, guys, please do hit that like button. It'd be absolutely great to hear from you guys as well. If you want to drop your comments in the chat. If you're just joining us and want to know the score, it's currently Reading 1, Swansea 0, 49 minutes gone. And kind of Swansea having the majority of the possession, but Reading soaking up the pressure and pressing from the front as well, looking to put Swansea under pressure when they're at with the large amounts of possession that they've had. Ridiculous. Ridicules for Jesus channel. How's it going, mate? Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you dropping in. Always a pleasure to see new fans come and get involved. Ridiculous for Jesus channel is saying, I just put money in this game. All right. Well, I hope you get the result that you need, mate. Obviously, we do get a few fans that come on and tell us that they've had a bet on the game. So yeah. like I say, mate, hopefully the result goes the way you need it to. Um, Ridicule for Jesus channel. Uh, that's a bit of a long name for an account, mate. That's a bit of a long name. What made you think of that account name? It'd be great to know what if there's a particular reason why you've called it that, mate. If you could let us know. Need to win. Who needs to win, mate? Which team are you looking to win? Obviously, I know you've said you put a bet on, but which team is it exactly that you're looking to win? Swansea, let's get the paper. Right. So I'm presuming from that it's Swansea that you want to get the result. Well, they're well in the game at the minute, mate, but they're like I said, they're struggling when they have possession. They're struggling to break Reading down. Reading doing a bit of a tactical masterclass on them so far in this game. So yeah, but it's only 1-0 so far, so still plenty of time for this game to go either way. As I said earlier, Swansea having a lot of the possession, but as the game goes on, Reading are growing more into the game, and now Reading with an opportunity. Cross comes into the box from this near side, and it goes past everybody, and it's gone out on the far side. Yeah, it's gone out on the shot on the far side for a goal kick um, to Swansea. But yeah, like I say, Swansea going to find it difficult the longer this game goes on to turn it round. And we just got a goal, guys, for Reading. Reading have actually scored a second. It's going. It's all going wrong a bit now for Swansea. They're kind of being creating their own downfall right at the minute. At the minute, guys. I will come back to your chat in a minute, guys. Please do keep your comments coming. So it's a really poor clearance from the goalkeeper. He's passed it out to the back. This is why I keep saying, why do teams play out, try and play this playing out for the back if they're not good at it. So the keeper has passed it to the defenders. Defenders were under pressure. They've lost it really quickly, and basically a bit of quick play. And like I said, this is Reading. I said to you earlier, guys, Reading have grown into the game. They started pressing more from the front, and that has resulted in them grabbing a second goal because they've kept that press going from the front. They've kept Swansea under tight pressure, and Swansea have created their own downfall there because they passed it out from the goalkeeper to the defenders. The defenders weren't ready. They're under pressure. They've lost the ball, and a quick bit of 1-2 between the Reading players has resulted in the ball being in the back of the net. And Swansea have got absolutely nothing to complain about there because that was their own mistake that created that. And I'm sure quite a few of the Swansea players will be very frustrated with the goalkeeper putting them in that position because really that was a really bad mistake from the goalkeeper to put Swansea under that kind of pressure. So as it stands, guys, it's Reading 2, Swansea 0. 54 minutes gone, and Reading looking like I said, looking like they've done a real tactical masterclass on Swansea so far in this game. So yeah. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button. It costs you nothing, and it does help more fans see our channel. And obviously, with us being quite new to the YouTube community, it is helpful if more fans can see us. So yeah, if you could hit that like button, it'd be really appreciated. Radicals for Jesus channel is saying Swansea, right? So obviously, I presume you're looking for a Swansea win. You're going to find it difficult, but we do have a corner right now for Swansea, guys. We've got a Swansea corner on this near side of the pitch. And it looks like one of the players has got a problem with the boot. Ridicules for Jesus channel. Yes, so I'll take it you are a Swansea fan or you're looking for the Swansea win for your bet, mate. Well, like I say, it's Swansea corner right now, but they are up against it being 2-0 down. So disappointed for you that you're not going to necessarily get the result you need, mate, but at least at right, so Swansea down to 10 men with a player sorting his boot out. Corner taken short. Now crossed in. It's deep, but it's cleared, headed clear by Reading, but only just outside the box. Swansea pick up the pieces and now looking to keep the pressure on with a long ball forward, and it's gone straight to the goalkeeper's hands. So, yeah, not quite working well for Swansea so far this afternoon, guys. They're having a bit of a tough time, and it's not the way it looked in the early stages of the game, if I'm honest. But as we go, as we know, as we keep saying, it's all right having larger portions of possession, but if you don't make it count, then possession doesn't necessarily win games. Ridiculous for Jesus. Channel is saying, do I got a chance? It's not looking good at the minute, mate. It depends if you're actually looking for a win. Then I think your chances are slim. I think at the best you might get a draw, unless by some miracle for Swansea on Swansea's part, but unless by some miracle Reading collapse. But it's not looking good for you getting the win at the minute, mate. But obviously, I don't know how you guys bet. I know some of you guys, when you're betting, you're looking for wins or you're looking for certain goals, for certain teams to score goals. So yeah, at the minute, it's not looking great for your Swansea win, mate. Sorry to say. But there's still time for the game to be turned round yet. PFC underscore DY4 is my mate Dylan. How's it going, Dylan? Good to see you, mate. Hi, guys. How are you? Hope you had a great Christmas. Apologies, I wasn't involved with the live stream yesterday. I was busy with family. No worries, mate. No worries. Like I say, I whatever support, all the support you guys give is always massively appreciated. And I'm not daft. I'm well aware that some days you guys might be busy with other things, personal stuff, family things, work commitments, school commitments, university stuff like that. So I'm very much aware that you guys can't always be available to come and get involved. But like I said, that's fine, no problem with that, mate. And I just appreciate what support, the excellent and amazing support you guys that come on regular show to the project, because we've got a lot of work to do yet with Fandom before we get to the really exciting stuff, which I'm sure I've got some really ambitious ideas for the future of the channel as we grow. And I'm sure you guys, if you really care about football, you're going to love some of the future of the Fandom project. But unfortunately, at the minute, it is the grind. We have to keep banging away with the grind for more fans to find out about us and hopefully grow the fan community around the project. But like I say, I'm excited to move on to other things in the future, but it's going to take a bit of time. We need to keep up with the grind for now, and that'll probably be the case for most of the foreseeable for the next year or so. That we just keep grinding it out and keep. It's up to me to just keep streaming, to just keep banging away at it, so more fans can find out about us. So. And hopefully that will create better, more active live chats as we go as well for you guys to enjoy, because I'm really passionate about you guys feeling involved in the project. But like I say, never need to apologize, mate. I always appreciate the support from you guys, and I'm very much aware that you're not always able to come on every stream, so not to worry about that, mate, at all. You show enough amazing support that it's really noticeable and very much appreciated. So Swansea in possession currently on the halfway line, guys. Long ball forward, but headed back by Reading. But Swansea pick it up and cross comes in and it's deep, but it goes past everybody. That's kind of been the story of the story of the afternoon for Swansea. They've tried to create chances. They've had long ball, a lot of balls into the box. They've gone wide, they've gone high, they've gone past all the players, and I think the way it's starting to pan out now with the game, I think Swansea will just be happy to get this to get through this 90 minutes with the least amount of damage as possible and move on to the next one because it's everything they've tried has just not worked for them. And they did look, like I said, they did look the stronger of the two teams in the early stages of the game. But Reading, we have to give them credit. They've done. They've obviously had a lot of time to prepare for this game with the World Cup break and stuff like that. So they've obviously studied their tactics and used their tactics that they feel is going to get them results, not necessarily the tactics that was going to impress the crowd. And it's paid off for them so far. Just seeing a change for Swansea. Armstrong coming on and Nathan Wood going off. So yeah. So Swansea now in possession, midway inside their own half, pushing up towards the halfway line, and now breaking into the Reading half of the field. Ball, a pass from the Swansea player, deflected off the referee, and the referee has allowed the ball to be drop ball, which is weird because aren't the referees supposed to be classed as part of the field? Isn't that how it's supposed to be, that we class the referees as part of the field? We've seen plenty of referees get hit with balls and the play allowed to continue. So why has this referee stopped the play for that? Shot comes in for Swansea, but it's directly straight at the goalkeeper and made life easy there for the goalkeeper. But yeah, thank you very much, Dylan. Like I say, mate, always appreciate your support. It is really, really appreciated. Joey saying, not looking good. Jesus channel. Yeah, not obviously disappointing for him, mate. If he's looking for the Swansea win, but like I say, it's you got to give credit to Reading. I think they've done their own work. The way they've tactically, because you normally expect the home team to be on the front foot, trying to impress their fans, trying to create lots of lots of pressure going forward, lots of attacking chances to make the home fans happy. But Reading have done the complete opposite to what you would expect a home team to do, and it's worked really well for them. And I'm quite impressed to see that, because how many times do we see teams try to play football against a better team because they're expected to, because they're at home, and end up losing, badly, because they feel they need to impress their fans by attacking more. Well, you use what tactics are going to help you get the results. That's football. So you have to give credit to Reading for being prepared to take the criticism from their own fans to play this well. And then opportunity for Reading now, and it's the ball's in the back of the net, but it's the whistle has gone for an offside. But that was played so quickly from the halfway line, and literally a ball over the top, taking out the entire midfield and defence for Swansea. So it wasn't over the top. It looked like it was over the top, but it wasn't. But a ball forward basically took out the entire midfield and defence for Swansea, and one of the Reading players found himself, I think it was Ince, found himself in acres of space behind the Swansea defence, but he was flagged for offside. So we just got seeing a change here for Reading. So Reading making a change. But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Like I say, hopefully, I'm sure if Jesus channel has got a bet on, I'm sure he might have another bet on or something that might go his way, because normally you guys that put a bet on don't normally just bet on one game. So hopefully some of the other results go your way to allow you to get something off the bet that you've made. I don't know. Like I say, I'm not a big betting man. So I'm not clued up with how it all works out. I had a little flutter when I was younger, but I never really got into it. I'm not that lucky. So cross comes in for Reading. For Swansea. Swansea still in possession with the ball deflected out, and now the ball in Swansea's possession midway inside Reading's half, and they've lost it now. and Reading pick up the pieces and looking to break on the counter attack. But being pressured, surrounded, should I say, by Swansea defenders. But Reading still managing to keep possession. And now we've had foul after foul. We've had about 3 fouls in a row there, guys. And the referee has finally decided to blow the whistle. But yeah, Swansea did really trying to get forward there. But they just get us every time they picked up the ball. There was another tackle, and nothing wrong with tackles. We love tackles, don't we, guys? But like I say, a lot of the tackles resulted as being classed as more fouls rather than tackles. But yeah, that was a bit scrappier, as you might expect from that, guys. Pumpy World saying hi. Hi, Mush. PFC DY4 is Dylan. Obviously, Pompey and Dylan, good mates, supporting the same club. So just saying hello to each other. Top man, Pompey World. I appreciate that, mate. Always great to see you guys making the effort to get on in the chat. Reading in the box now, in possession in the Swansea box, and we've had yet again another referee blowing to issue another yellow card to Swansea player, and now Swansea in possession, midway inside their own half, looking to push to the halfway line and lose it straight away. Swansea. Oh, what a long shot from the halfway line, guys. What Swansea creating all their own problems right now. Reading just really growing in confidence in this game, and you cannot blame them because Swansea are kind of on. It's like they're on self-destruct at the minute. They just moved the ball up to the halfway line. They had absolutely nobody behind them. The defenders had the ball. They looked to pass the ball forward, and the pass basically was directly towards a Reading player who blocked it and managed to get it under control, and then took a wild shot from the halfway line forward, and it wasn't on target to the goal, but it was close enough to be concerning. Let's put it that way. But yeah, Swansea have gone from looking really strong and confident earlier in the early stages of this game to now they look nervous. They're making their own mistakes, and they look a shadow of the team that we saw in the first half. Ridiculous for Jesus Channel. I'm just going to call you Jesus Channel, mate, because the entire name of your channel, your account, is a bit of a mouthful. It's not impossible. No, you're right, mate. It's absolutely well said. It's not impossible. That's why we love the game. Games, we've seen plenty of games in the past be turned on their head. Another shot comes in for Swansea, but it's saved by the goalkeeper. It was crossed deep at the back post, and Swansea managing to get the ball down and tried to curl in a shot. Well, they did curl in a shot, but it was an easy save for the goalkeeper. And now Reading in possession up the other end of the field on this near side, under pressure from Swansea defenders. And now Swansea managed to get a foul awarded, and Swansea back in possession deep inside their own half, and now switch the play out to the far side. Swansea pushing up the... They are trying to create something, and like I say, Reading are sitting back and prepared to let Swansea have a lot of possession. Another foul awarded to Swansea, and the referee's been allowing these fouls and these free kicks to be taken quickly. Swansea with a cross into the box, cleared, but only as far as midway inside the Reading half, and Swansea pick it up again on this far side. And cross comes in and it's deflected, but Swansea managed to pick up the pieces and keep the pressure on Reading. Reading just boxed in their own 6-yard area at the minute, with Swansea in possession. Cross comes in and an opportunity, and it's headed and it's in back of the net. Swansea pull one back, and it's great goal. To be fair, they just never gave up. They kept the possession on the edge of the Reading box. They were probing, they were passing it about. Reading was sitting off. A cross finally came in for Swansea, and it was at the back, headed on, and it hit the goalpost, but the rebound fell straight into the path of another Swansea player, and he was able to tap it home for Swansea to pull one back. So it's now Reading 2, Swansea 1. So, yeah, Jesus Channel, you are right, absolutely correct, mate. It's not impossible. So that will make the final 20 minutes of this game a lot more interesting now. Reading 2, Swansea 1, 71 minutes gone, guys. So we could see this game turned on its head. We're just seeing a stoppage now for, I think it's a technical problem with the referee's earpiece type thing. So we'll just see what, just wait to see what happens there. So it's a perfect opportunity for me to go to the chat. But yeah, Jesus Channel, opportunity could be there, mate, for it to be turned around. Ridiculous for Jesus Channel is saying, wondrous happens. Well, like I say, mate, I'm presuming obviously you rooting for Swansea, a Swansea win, and they've got themselves back in the game now with that goal. So you're right, mate. Anything is possible. That's why we love the game. Games can be turned on their head in the last 10 minutes. We've seen it many times before, mate. Ridiculous for Jesus saying, no, I bet a lot, and no, I bet a lot, and I'll won. So right, well, I'm sorry, I'm not following your comment correctly, mate, but I'm presuming you've put a few quid on from what you're saying anyway. So, like I say, best of luck with that, mate. Swansea in possession now on this near side, deep inside their own half. Reading have nicked it back. The activity is in this on this near side, right in front of the corner flag, and a Reading player just pulling on a shirt of a Swansea player, and it's resulted in a free kick. And now Swansea moved the ball out to that far side. Long ball forward and into the box, and Swansea player running onto it, but Lumpley, the goalkeeper for Reading, out to the ball quick and manages to gather it and clear and take the sting out the danger for Reading. But yeah. And now it's back with the Swansea goalkeeper, and now Swansea back in possession on the far side. Swansea looking to get forward now. Just passing it about on the halfway line. So it's a good chance to come to some of your comments. Jesus Channel saying Swansea needs to take the win. Well, like I say, mate, they've pulled one back, so they've put themselves in with a shout to potentially turn it around. But the clock is ticking. Now Swansea in possession. As they pick up the pieces to a clearance, and now they're back on the ball, moving up the pitch. And they're liking to use this far side, guys. They're using this far side. Cross comes in from the far side, but it's headed clear by Reading, and now Reading in possession deep inside their own half, and they push a long ball forward, and that falls to the Swansea players, and now they back in possession, looking to move forward. Jesus Channel is saying, is okay, is okay, man. No worries, mate. we've got Reading keeper with a long ball up the field. And it's gone out for a throw in on this near side. So we'll come back to the game in a minute. For Jesus Channel, you can call me Jesus Channel. No worries, thanks, mate. Yeah, it's just a bit easier to say that rather than all the title of your name. So thanks for that, mate. Appreciated. Jesus Channel, do they got any good players? Yeah, well, obviously both teams have got an half decent team, mate. Because the championship is very competitive, as I'm sure you're aware, being a football fan. Obviously, probably not big name players as you would expect in the Premier League, because obviously players that are playing down in the championship are players that are either up and coming, players that are looking to get experience and improve, or players that are kind of coming to the back end of their career. So it's obviously it's not there is well known players in the team. Obviously, I can't go through both teams with all the net players' names. That might take a while. But yeah, like I say, probably not as well known as some of the Premier League players. But both teams, like I say, competing, and both teams have previously been in. Although Reading, it's been a while for Reading, but I know both teams have previously been Premier League teams at some stage. So that kind of gives you a clue of the clubs and the possibilities for improvement and potential, if you get my meaning. So yeah, I would say both teams are pretty good players, but like I say, probably not like big, well-known players like you would expect in the Premier League. So yeah, sorry, mate. I normally put up the soccer score, but it's a little bit late to do that now. But thanks for that, Jesus Channel. I just bet on them. Right? Did you not was it just a bet on a one team then? I take it, mate, because like I say, a lot of fans do normally do this accumulator thing. There's accumulator in the way you can bet on a few results going your way, and if you get it, you can actually get a good amount of prize money back. So yeah, Swansea in possession now on this near side, just passing it about as a 1-2, and now back to the halfway line. This game actually would be 1-1 if Swansea hadn't created that terrible mistake from the goalkeeper, which led to the Reading second goal. Yeah, if it stays like this, I think Swansea players are going to be quite upset with their own goalkeeper. So we just got a stoppage for a foul on Andy Carroll. Maybe that's a player you know, mate. Andy Carroll for Reading. Used to play for Liverpool and Newcastle. Also West Ham as well, if I remember correctly. So yeah, obviously the Reading manager you might know as well, Paul Ince. Like I say, I could go through both teams. Both teams have got former high-profile players and up-and-coming youngsters and stuff like that. But it would take a while to go through both teams and explain all the players and where they come from, where they've been, why they're playing for them, stuff like that. But yeah, like I say, there is a scattering of quality in the championship. It's just scattered across a number of teams in it. As I'm sure you guys are aware. Jesus Channel saying, I don't know Swansea. Well, Swansea actually are a good team, mate. They are a pretty good team. On average, they're normally very competitive. They've been in the Premier League in recent years, so that gives you a clue that they are a competitive side, looking to improve. And I think Swansea have got a pretty positive future. But like I say, the championship is just so competitive, mate. It's not an easy league. There's so many. Referee yet again giving out a yellow card on the touchline to Paul Ince on the touchline, the manager of Reading. This is so pathetic. Is anybody here for the FA hearing me? I really do. I cannot wait to get on to the FA about this. It is so pathetic seeing the FA having this power trip where they feel the need to go out to the touchline and start booking managers. It is pathetic. It's an immature rule that has come from the FA, and it's so childish. They had a perfect system that worked before. If they're unhappy with a manager, they can send him to the stands. That worked plenty of times well in the old days, so why change it? With this childish giving out red cards, it's an absolute joke, and it winds me up. The FA is so pathetic with their power hunger, suppressing freedom of speech. And now this childish behaviour we're seeing from referees on a power trip, going out to the touchline, dishing out yellow cards and red cards to managers. It's pathetic. They've got enough. Their job is what is going on the pitch. Manage what is going on the pitch. That is their job. Stick to that. And I'm going to keep calling it out until the FA, until the FA and the EFL hear me calling them out for their childish, immature obsession with being an authoritarian figure. This is not Nazi Germany. This is the English Football League in the present modern day. You know what I mean? And yet we've got the bloody EFL and the FA behaving like the Gestapo with their authoritarianism. It's an absolute disgrace, and it's winding me up. Keep seeing the EFL dishing out yellow cards and red cards to managers. It's pathetic. If they're not happy with the conduct of the manager, just do what they did in the old days. Send the manager to the stands. I think even Paul Ince was stunned then to the referee coming over and booking him because it looked like there was nothing in it. It's yet again just a power trip from the EFL, and it really is driving me nuts, guys. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Well, they might stop the managers having freedom of speech, but they won't stop me having freedom of speech. Bring it on. I am dying for the day when we get an EFL representative on this channel. And let's have them. Let's have them. We will. I'll have them. I'm telling you, I will tear pieces off them respectfully and professionally, but I will tear strips off them for their immaturity with the way that they feel that they have the right to authoritize every section of the game. It's driving me up the wall. I want managers to have the right for free speech. I want managers to have the right to show emotion and passion on the touchline. And as long as we've got an authoritarian figure organisation in charge of the game that we love, that is coming under serious threat from, let's be honest, an FA that seems to think that they're a member of the Nazi Party with their authoritarianism, telling managers what they can and can't do, booking them for showing emotion on the touchline, trying to stop them having free speech after games. It's an absolute disgrace. It really is. We need fans to come together so we can challenge this on behalf of our football clubs, because clearly our football clubs are not doing enough to challenge this authoritarianism coming from the EFL. It's an absolute disgrace. We don't need it, guys. We do not need it. It's spoiling the game. And as fans, do we not want to see our managers showing emotion on the touchline? We love that. We want to see the managers showing their passion, showing that they care on the touchline. So when we're seeing that the FA are doing everything they can to suppress that, then that is not in the best interest of the game, is it? It really does bug me, guys. I know. Sorry, I know I'm probably just getting irate for something and nothing, as you guys probably think. But I'm sorry, but I care about the future of the game. I care that it stays authentic. I care that managers and players have the right of freedom of speech, not being suppressed by the FA and the EFL with their authoritarianism coming from these referees. It's an absolute disgrace. Managers should be free to show passion on the touchline. They should not be suppressed because that's basically, suppression. It's suppression of freedom. It's suppression of freedom, and that's the reality. And until the FA stop doing it, I'm going to keep calling them out for it. It's an absolute disgrace, guys. I'm fed up with seeing it. Games ruined with these referees thinking they have a right to go dishing out red cards, yellow cards to managers. It's pathetic. Sorry about that rant, guys. PFC Dylan is saying, Pompey World, hi Neil, Noel, how's it going? Absolutely top man. Appreciate you guys making the effort to speak. Swansea in possession now on the halfway line, guys. Not much to report at the minute. They're not really, they're having a lot of possession, but struggling to break Reading down. Reading doing a bit of a job on Swansea, keeping them at bay defensively. And it's currently 2-1, Reading 2, Swansea 1. And a long cross comes in, long ball forward, and it's bouncing about in the box. Swansea managed to get a shot off, but it's high and wide. Say high, it's high. It's a bit, the kick was a bit high, and it meant the ball went just over the bar. But yeah, sorry for getting distracted from the game there, guys. It bugs me like crazy with these referees and their power trips. And like I say, I'm going to call them out as long as they keep doing it. It's a joke. Sorry, it just gets me riled up with it. It does. We're supposed to live in a free country, guys. We keep hearing a government talking about freedom and making every other country want, other populations of other countries want to come here because they think that this is a free country. Well, if it's a free country, why are managers being stopped from showing emotion? That's not freedom. That's suppression. Sorry, ridiculous. About for Jesus is saying, I need this big, this bag brew. Well, sorry, mate, it's not looking good at the minute. 86 minutes gone, and it's still 2-1 to Reading. Sorry, 87 minutes gone now. So it's only a matter of minutes remaining in this game. So I think it's going to be a bit difficult at the minute, mate, to get Swansea to get the win. But to be fair, the better team has been tactically, at least. Anyway, the better team has been Reading tactically. They've adjusted their tactics. Looks like they did their homework before this game. They've had plenty of time to prepare for it with the World Cup break, and it looks like they definitely did their homework on how Swansea like to play, and they prepared for it, and they played the opposite way how you would expect a home team to play, with a more defensive-minded game, prepared to sit back, soak up the pressure, and hit Swansea on the counter-attack, and it's worked for them. It's worked really well for them, and Swansea have struggled to break Reading down. A long ball forward now from Swansea, but it's cleared by Reading defenders, but it's knocked out, and it's gone out for a corner to Swansea. So we could have a little bit of last-minute drama right now, guys. The ball gone out on this near side for a corner. So we'll just see what happens with the corner. Oh, this referee is on a real power trip, isn't he? Every time we have a corner, he's coming into the box and flexing his authority to the players. He's really on a power trip, this referee, isn't he? Concentrate on refereeing the game instead of lecturing everybody. Sorry, as you can tell, I almost sweared there, guys. I'm trying not to. I try not to swear on the channel, but these referees really do test your patience. They're supposed to be professional. Behave professionally as a referee instead of being on a power trip. We need stoppages when it's necessary, but not for every corner. Honestly, the amount of times the referee has decided to come in giving players lectures on so many corners throughout this game has been an absolute disgrace. If they're not listening to him in the first half, there's a reason for it. They don't respect his authority. Players will listen to referees if they respect the referee's authority. So the fact that he's having to keep lecturing players about what they're doing for corner opportunities, just to me, just says that the players don't respect his authority, which is why they're ignoring him. You guys might think differently. Let me know in the chat if you've got a different opinion, guys. Cross comes in now for Swansea, but it's deflected away, and Reading clear the ball up to the halfway line. And it's gone out on this near side for a throw-in just inside the Swansea half. We are on 90 minutes now, guys. 90 minutes and 6 minutes added on. Jesus Channel is saying there are more games I am playing. All right, cool. Hopefully you get hopefully the other results go your way, mate. But unfortunately, this one not looking good for you at the minute. Reading now clear the ball again, with Swansea working the ball up into the Reading goal area down that far side. They're now back in possession on the far side, and switch the play into midfield, but now back out to the wing, and cross is coming in, but oh no, he didn't manage to get the cross off. He was under pressure from Reading defenders, and Reading managed to steal the ball back, and now they clear the ball. But it's kind of like now Reading really struggling to get out of their own half. It's kind of really backs to the wall now in this last few minutes. But yeah, thanks for that, Jesus Channel. Hopefully you get some good results that go your way later with the betting that you've got. Swansea now in possession on the halfway line. Look to move the ball out to the near side, to the far side, sorry. But Reading regain possession, and now they're on the attack down the far side of the pitch. And maybe it's just, Reading just looking to take the sting out of the game by keeping possession. They passed it all the way back to the goalkeeper. But yeah, it's gone out for another throw-in, guys. But yeah, Reading definitely looking to see. They're not looking to get forward anymore, to be fair, guys. They're looking like they're just trying to close out the game now and see out the clock. If you're just joining us, guys, please do drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. And hit that like button if you could, guys. We are a pretty new YouTube channel, so it'd be helpful to get more fans to see us if you hit that like button. We just had a run forward from Swansea, running straight into the middle of the park in the Reading half of the pitch. And they basically draw a foul from about 3 Reading players running to close the space. And it's a Swansea free kick. I'm just trying to work out how far from goal it is. Just bear with me for a second, guys. So it looks like free kick might be taken from Manning. Cross comes in and it's headed on, but it's straight into the goalkeeper's hands. And that was probably Swansea's best chance. There's still 3 minutes remaining, guys, but they didn't make the best of that. A cross came in, and a Swansea player managed to get ahead on it, but it's kind of been like that for Swansea this game. The amount of times they've had a shot on goal, but it's gone straight to the goalkeeper. It's literally straight into the goalkeeper's hands where he stood. That's happened several times in this game for Swansea. And when you see that happen so many times, you start to ask the question, is it just one of them days where it's not going to go the way that Swansea fans would be hoping for? Jesus Channel saying, I have a lot of bets. Well, good luck with it, mate. Hopefully you get some positive results with that. I won them all. All right, cool. Congratulations, mate. Good to hear that. Swansea now in possession, and they've lost the ball to Reading. And now Reading on the attack. And they look to try and catch Swansea with less men back. But Swansea have managed to nick the ball back. But that was a good opportunity there for Reading, with Swansea having the majority of their players up the other end of the pitch. But Swansea just managed to close the space enough with their last defender to regain possession. And now Swansea up the other end of the field, out on the far side, looking to create some space. But Reading putting them under amazing pressure out on that far wing. They've got about 4 players pressing the ball, and they pick up the regain possession. And now the ball has gone out for a throw-in. I'm not sure to which team the throw-in is for, but it has gone out for a throw-in. So 94 and 94 and just coming up to 95 minutes. So 1 minute remaining, guys. 1 minute remaining. Like I say, if you're just joining us, please do drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you, and hit that like button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it does help us get a bit more visibility off the rest of the football community. Throwing taken, cross comes in for Swansea, and it's deflected out for a corner. So Swansea looking to turn the screw in this last couple of minutes, and now we're having a bit of a coming together with the players. Oh no! And then why did they do it? This referee is yet again coming over. It was something or nothing, guys. It was something or nothing. There's no need for the referee to pull the players to one side. It was something or nothing. But yet again, the referee feels he needs to pull people to one side and have a word with them. This referee is spoiling the game. So corner to come in for Swansea. We're almost on the 6 minutes added time. Corner comes in, and it's right into the melee of the players, and it's cleared up the field. And now Reading looking to hit Swansea on the counter attack. And Reading have put the ball, and they're running onto it. Oh, what! That was crazy, guys. The goalkeeper was up the other end of the pitch for Swansea, trying to help the team grab that equaliser. So it was an open goal for Reading, but there was the Reading player managed to get the ball forward, and he was in a foot race with one of the Swansea defenders. And he's tried to kick the ball long to run onto it, to give him time to run onto it. And the Reading, the Swansea player basically won the foot race and managed to get back just before the the Reading attacker to knock the ball out on this far side for throwing. And there goes the full-time whistle, guys. It's finished. Reading 2, Swansea 1. And that's kind of... it's deserved, to be fair. Reading done a great job on Swansea there. Disappointed for Swansea fans because their team did play well for good spells of the game, but they just got caught. As we said many a time, guys, it's okay having large parts of spells of possession, but you've got to make that possession count, and that is basically why Swansea find themselves on the end of a defeat today. They had a lot of possession, but they didn't make it count. Reading had done their tactics, studied their tactics. They sat back. They were prepared to sit deep. They were prepared to soak up the pressure and hit Swansea on the counter-attack. And that is an unusual tactic for a home team, but it worked for them. And they got the 2 goals they needed. One of those goals coming from a header from Andy Carroll from a corner, and the second goal coming from... a crucial mistake from the Swansea goalkeeper that put the Swansea defence in all kinds of trouble with a short pass out from the back when the players weren't ready. And basically, the defenders were under pressure. Reading were pressing from the front really well, and they nicked the ball back and they scored from it. And I'm sure there'll be a little bit of disharmony in the Swansea dressing room tonight after the goalkeeper creating that problem. And like I say, if that hadn't have happened, then Swansea would have got a point out of this game. But unfortunately, we don't say it very often, but one man in this game did make a big mistake that ended up costing Swansea get a point from this game. So yeah. So there's a quick overview on it, guys. Hopefully that brings you guys up to scratch with what's happened in the game. Let's see if we can catch up with a few more of these comments, guys. Jesus Channel is saying, I need this win. Well, I'm sorry, mate. It didn't go your way, so unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. PFCD_DY4 is Dylan saying, seems like an interesting game here, mate. Yeah, it was. It was a very interesting game. And to be fair, mate, I was glad to watch it because I don't watch the Championship enough at the minute because obviously, as you know, trying to go around the grounds. My team, my club that I support plays in League One at the minute. Obviously, the popularity of the Premier League as well as the international football. So I'd like, trying to get to know the Championship a bit better because I've lost touch with it a bit. But yeah, that was a really end-to-end, really interesting game, especially from a tactical point of view. So yeah, Thanks for that, Dylan. Appreciate you coming, getting involved, mate. And yeah, it was like I say, it was an interesting game. Um, Joey's saying definitely, definitely, Dylan. Absolutely. Um, I'm glad you guys at least enjoyed some of it. Apologies, like I say, my commentary isn't up to scratch yet. I am. The more I do it, hopefully, I'll get better with time. But it will take a little bit of time for me to perfect how to describe it, so that you guys are liking it. But yeah, any feedback is appreciated. If you think I'm getting some bits right or some bits wrong, feel free. To let me know in the comments. I will always appreciate constructive criticism. And as like I say, I'm the kind of guy that can take it on the chin, and I prefer you to point things out to me so I can help. It helps me improve, guys. But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Joey also saying, laugh out loud, so true. Um, I actually thought I got behind a bit with the comments there, but not too bad. Or did I scoot forward a bit too fast? I did. I actually kept up with the comments for once. It's normally, as usual, guys. Normally, come to the end of a live stream or the end of the game, and there's normally quite a few comments where I fell behind with it a bit. So yeah. So there we are, guys. That's the full-time result. Reading doing a bit of a job on Swansea with their tactics and coming out on top. And it worked in the early stages of the game, I have to say. It didn't look like it was going to work for Reading. It was a bit unusual to see a home team playing like that. But you got to be honest. And like I said, for me, the way they played definitely indicated to me that they had prepared for this game. They had done their own work. They'd studied how Swansea like to play. And they've done a job on them. And the reason I say that is because you don't see home teams very often play like that. Most home teams would always try at least to have a spell in the game, normally early on in the game, where they try to put the away team under pressure and make home advantage count. But Reading, right from the first whistle, were prepared to let Swansea have large portions of possession. And like I say, it looked like a bit of a dangerous tactic in the early stages of the game, but they got it spot on because it worked for them and they've come away with a win. So, yeah, fair play to Reading. Like I say, it definitely indicated to me that they'd done their homework and prepared well for this game with the way the fact that they'd actually done that. Joey's saying, don't knock yourself, mate. You're doing well. Thank you very much. I appreciate the positive support, Joey. I'm just saying, mate. I'm just obviously conscious that I've not been trained by no big media company. I'm trying to learn this for myself, and it's important I learn it because the sooner I learn this, there's like I say, I've got a lot more ambitious ideas for the project for the future. But obviously, it's trying to take it one step at a time to learn all this stuff, and obviously. I'm sure you understand if you're a bit older like me, mate. Not obviously, I'm not meaning you're old. I'm just meaning that obviously, as I work on social media, a lot of the fan community that's around social media and YouTube tend to be younger fans. I'm not saying there isn't older fans out there, but they're not always as easy to come across sometimes because it can be slightly difficult. But yeah, like I say. I just want to improve, mate. I just want to get better, and I want to make I want to try and make the channel as enjoyable as possible for you guys to get involved in. Like I say, it's a little bit frustrating at the minute that I'm having to do a lot of match watch-alongs, but unfortunately, it's putting that hard work and them hours in now to make it hopefully better in the future, so that I can get on with more ambitious ideas at a later date. And not have to concentrate so much on this grind that we're having to focus on at the minute. So, but yeah, thank you, Joey. I really, really do appreciate that. It's nice of you to say, mate. But like I say, sometimes I get stumbly and stuttery over my words. So obviously, I'm very conscious that of the fact that I'm not trained to do this stuff, but I'm trying to teach myself to do it. So I just like I said, I just want to make the channel as positive and enjoyable for you guys as much as possible, and I'm eager to learn how to be a good channel host. So yeah, but thank you very much, Joey. It's really nice of you to say, mate, and I really, really do appreciate the support. So that's it for me for this one, guys. I've enjoyed all the positive comments, and it's been a pretty good stream. Really enjoyed the support you guys have showed. It's amazing. Honest, I couldn't do it without you guys. And like I say, massive shout out to Joey. Special thanks to Joey for being involved in the stream today for a long part of the stream, and really do appreciate that support, mate. Like I say, it really does help at the minute while we're trying to get the channel seen more. Also, shout out to Pompey World for coming, getting involved. Not seen him for a while, and it's good to hear that you're on the mend, mate. So hopefully your recovery is going well, and hopefully you'll be back to your best in the not too distant future. And yeah, shout out also to Dylan. I appreciate you dropping in, mate. And like I say, hopefully I'll see you again soon. But yeah, like I say, guys, that's it for me for today. Well, not for today, because I'm considering whether to do a bit more. I'll see where I'm at when I come off this stream. But yeah, for this stream at least, anyway, that's it from me. Just read out Joey's final comment. Oh, sorry, I thought that was Joey. Thanks, Joey. I thought that was your final comment. It's Mark Melton. How's it going, mate? Hello. Thanks. Hi, Mark. Appreciate you dropping in, mate. Really appreciate coming, getting involved. Sorry, unfortunately, just right at the end where you're dropping in. Just about to call it right for this stream, but really do appreciate you at least coming, dropping in, and getting involved, mate. That's very much appreciated. And like I say, guys, I'm sorry to keep rambling on about it, but because we are quite a new YouTube channel, if you could hit that like button, it will help more fans learn about the channel. I don't like keep going on about it. It's quite annoying, to be honest. But until we get a bit more of a core audience, it's something I will have to keep mentioning, unfortunately. So apologies, but like I say, if you could, it would really be helpful and appreciated. So, like I say, for now, guys, that's it from me. Notice you guys are suddenly coming with comments just as I'm calling it a day. So I'll read out these last two comments, and then I'm going to jump off because I've got other things I want to get on with. Kieran Williams is saying, you streaming United game, pal? I might do. That's why I'm eager to get off to see where I'm up to. I might actually jump on that after this game. I'm not sure yet. I need, like I said, I need to come off and check where I'm up to. It's not just about building the channel. There's loads of other stuff with building the Fan Den project that's involved as well, like the social media stuff. So yeah, like I say, the sooner I come off, the sooner I can make that decision. But yeah, I might do, mate. I might do. But thank you very much, Kieran Williams. Appreciate you coming, getting involved, and dropping a message. Very much appreciate the support. Mark Melton, do you play? I'm not sure exactly what that is, mate. So no, I don't play it because I'm not sure exactly what it is. So no, sorry, mate. Anyway, guys, like I say, that's it from me for this stream. Hopefully, I see you guys on future streams. Look after yourself out there, guys, and enjoy the rest of the holidays. If I don't see you on the next few streams over the next few days, do look after yourself and stay safe out there. But that's it from me. Take care, all the best, and I'll speak to you guys again soon. Bye for now.